This is really it, huh? The end of the road. Soon we'll finally see for ourselves what caused the mass hallucination, and what Tobias and Alan died for.
And whether it was all worth it.
The end of the road. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Pacific Drive. Last time we made it to this, our final destination of this run. Possibly the last one. I don't remember where we are story-wise, how much we have left. I'm thinking that no matter what, we still want to do a run with the AMP engine. I feel so. Once we're done here, once we finish the game proper, if we have everything for it, we'll do like a relaxing leisure run with the AMP engine, where we just go through a bunch of areas just for fun. If not, then I think I'll do a little bit off camera, so we will be at the point where we can do a run. For now though, let's go have a look at this engine, because this is not sounding right. A mechanics kit. Okay, it is busted. It was. It is a bit jumpy at the moment. So let's go get one of these bad boys. It is the last one apparently. Perfect. All good to go. It looks like This looks like an area where there's not much to do other than go straight through. So let's see what happens here. Well, we do have a wreck. That doesn't seem like super interesting, so let's just get on with it. Let's go see if we can find the well.
Francis,
Yeah?
thank you for trusting me when you had every reason not to. Getting to this point together with you, it makes me feel like my old self again.
It's been an honor to watch you work, Dr. Turner.
Well, it very much looks like a place I don't want to go, but
These gamma readings, are they real? I can't even begin to guess what could be outputting this much radiation.
Some sort of energy reservoir, a massive fission reaction, or
A portal. Atlantis.
If this thing really leads us to Atlantis, I'm turning in my PhD.
God, if only Tobias were here to see it.
I would have liked to hear his take on all of this. For once.
do we actually have anything on this? We actually do have Olympian veins and something unrecognized. Okay. So there is a reason to do scans here and then. It's a very small area we have access to, so roof battery, eh? Gotta say that's gonna be difficult to fit. I guess we could dump the expanded backseat tank. If this is indeed the last run we do with fuel, then I mean we don't really need it, do we? Let's see, where is it? Oh, we probably can't even. No, we probably can't even craft it. Actually, the roof battery. I don't think we want it though. Do we have? We have room in here. Let's grab it in either case. If we want to use it, then we have it. If not, it's no big deal. I don't think we will, because we like our roof setup as it is. Scan. Still no Olympian veins. Maybe it's down here. There's another truck up there. That looks kind of difficult to get to, though. Can we scoot up here? Oh, just barely. Very nice. Sealing kit. That would have been kind of perfect if that had been a mechanics kit. I think we can craft one. It's not an issue, but would have been nice if it was. Let's see. You go in there. Yes. And I guess the rest goes up here if we can fit it. Got ourselves a new shifter we can use for our final run. If it is indeed going to be our final run. Still waiting for the anomalies, but I'm guessing they'll turn up once we get closer. I honestly, this big honking red thing here on the right, that looks insane. What is that even? Don't see the Olympian veins that are supposedly here.
All
Well,
right, driver, you're almost to the threshold. Remember, Francis and I have got your back. Once you get that car to the well, we'll keep the gamma ray burst under control for as long as we can. Whatever happens, whatever state you find yourself in, the Arc device will be your safety net. Use it. Get back to us, you hear me?
Ready when you are, driver.
okay, one last scan. That's a no? Okay. Well, let's go into the big devil gate. That apparently is Atlantis.
It's opening? Godspeed, driver.
Happy! Did it work? What's the energy output? Damn it, Alan, I'm fine. Light nearly blinded me. Can you read it?
Yeah, let me see. 500 kilojoules? Happy, what is this?
The future. I call it limb waves.
Okay, well, this seems to indeed be the final mission. I remember this. This is very, very odd place. Very odd place.
Coffee delivery.
Alan, gosh. Is it that time already?
So, about leaving Arda. I was thinking, how about by Christmas?
Yes, maybe. I just need to solve this instability issue. I loathe to think about leaving the Olympic Peninsula like this.
There's always more to do.
I know. I'm sorry.
And I love you for it. I'm just wondering if you'll really be able to walk away from all this. It's okay if you can't.
You abandoned the world to work here beside me. Fair is fair.
Len Tech is a world-changing discovery. Your world-changing discovery. Fairness isn't even a consideration.
We agreed to have children, and I'm not having them in this hellhole.
Good, because I'd love to have 8.
Then I hope you're ready to carry at least half of those yourself.
I love you.
I love you.
We're getting some weird glimpses into the past here, it seems. Doesn't seem to be anything important on these screens at all. They're just kind of there to make everything weird, and for the... yeah. I was about to say for the first time we're actually out walking, but that's not true at all. For the first time we're out walking without our car nearby. Okay, another jump. Yoink.
Tobias, the movers are here. Wait, why aren't you packed?
I ain't going.
The evacuation orders...
Evacuation orders can go to hell. We leave and we never see the inside of these walls again. All the things we've been investigating, the ripple, the echoes from the swamp, they'll all fade away. I'm gonna stay and chase down these stories, wherever they take me.
Tobias,
Stay here. With me.
You here to quote?
I'm here to deliver the committee's decision. You have been found guilty of doctoring experimental data. This action is in clear violation of Artist scientific integrity. Judgment has been rendered. You may stay and work, but your clearance will be lowered to level 3.
So I'm to be a glorified flash cleaner.
Take it as a win. You could have been court-martialed instead.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have liked that much better.
What I like has no bearing on this decision. See you on Monday, Dr. Cook.
Well, that was a very cold delivery of the sentence, but we did get about that earlier in the story. That something happened between Uppy and Francis. I don't think we ever learned what, or maybe I just don't recall. Maybe we will learn here in a bit, but I'm not sure. I think we did, didn't we? I don't recall what, but there's something, a vague memory in my mind says that they did talk about it at some point, but I don't remember what. No looting the trash cans here.
Driver, do you read me?
Driver, you passed through some sort of opening. We managed to hold it steady, but the energy expulsion is growing. We don't have much longer.
If you can hear this, you need to get back now.
Well, that was the...
Hey, look! The gang's back together!
Tobias?
I never told you how grateful I was that you stayed behind in the zone. With me. These years... best of my life. Foraging for mushrooms, slogging through swamplands, combing through hours and hours of terrible field recordings. Not a single moment wasted. Thank you. For everything.
It was all you. You made me feel capable. That anything was possible. That I wasn't some second-rate scientist. All my happiness was thanks to you. And I'm afraid of how I'll survive without you.
I'm not. You got this. You always have. Hey, Oppie. Alan sends his regards. And he wants to know why you haven't taken his advice yet. Driver, is that a gunbaroo on your dash? No, I'll be damned. Bye. Until next time.
Tobias? Tobias! Driver, if you can hear this, we can't keep the well stable for much longer. Wherever you are, come back.
Well, you'll just have to try. Ominous red light. Caution. Warning. Okay. Okay, that's the sign we saw when we started the game, I think. Something like that, at least. Something to that effect. Keep out. Well, not much to say. We're just kind of following this very much one-way path. Ooh, our beloved. Well, the battery was drained while we were running. I'm glad we have some extra, but let's go.
Just a little longer. Hold steady, Francis. Keep those limb bases aligned. Not even a .001 deviation, you get me?
I'm trying.
Let's grab some of these. Whoop. Not too many though. It would be nice to be able to control the car. Well, that was something. Where do we even need to go? No. I think this is where we came from. I think we were going downhill. Yeah, well, maybe the big glowing lights.
The anchor field is wobbling, popping. Anything we can do to stabilize things on your side.
Punching it as hard as I can.
Okay, we are seeing all the anomalies here. Okay. Come on. You got this, boy. Well, here we go.
Francis, hold tight.
I can't. The base. It's CCT.
Driver, punch it. Go.
Okay, punching it. Well, that was something. I wonder if we're gonna be back at the garage now or not. Okay, we are. Got some energy.
You made it back, driver. All in one piece, it looks like.
and no sign of the Remnant's energy signature anywhere in that car. You're free.
But the car's maintained its link to you. Fascinating. We'll never know how far the Remnant's obsessions wormed into your head.
But you should be safe from it getting any worse. In theory.
Oppie, I'm sorry. You didn't get to talk to Alan again.
We managed to pull off the near impossible. And the first thing you do is apologize?
Sorry. I mean,
Don't worry, it was Tobias's fault. He hogged the frequency all for himself yet again.
You heard him too.
I did. That means I didn't imagine that last conversation with Alan. And you know what else?
What?
That your theory was right. And Tobias called it. All that bluster, and he ended up showing us scientists a thing or two. Those moments we heard, they were all from the past. Being inside that well somehow allowed the Remnant to access those imprints and replay them. But Tobias's voice wasn't from the past, it was from somewhere else entirely.
But where? And how?
No clue. Do me a favor. Once you figure it out, don't bother telling me. I'm leaving the zone.
I'm sorry, what?
Alan came to tell me goodbye, and that I was forgiven 37 years ago. I didn't listen. So now, finally, I'm going to take his advice. I should have left the zone a long time ago.
But if we solve this, maybe there's a way to speak to him again.
I heard what I needed to hear. It only took me 37 years to listen. Anyway, all that sounds like a young scientist game. It's not for me anymore. Francis, you decide what to do from here. You can carry the torch and continue the research, or get out of this cursed place and find your own way. It's your decision. And driver, you're free now. You can do what you want from here. But if you'll allow an old woman one last hope, stay here with Francis. There's so many more stories for the zone to tell. And the both of you are young enough to listen. My ears are bad. And I refuse to hear them. I've removed all access restrictions to my systems, Francis. The hell is yours.
Wait, I don't know if I can do this alone.
You're not alone. You've got clear eyes, ears open to the impossible, and the driver. Dr. Cook, driver. It's been a pleasure. This is Dr. Ophelia Turner. Signing off.
Oppie? Oppie! Really? Well, driver, if you don't mind sticking around with me, Oppie was right. There's still so much of the zone that we still don't know about. But with your help, we can tell those stories. I'm no Oppie, but I'll do the best I can. You're no longer bound to the car. But it stayed with you, and will continue to protect you as you travel the zone. Go on, then. As long as you're willing to drive, I'm along for the ride.
Well, there we have it. We are free. We managed to break the connection between us and the Remnant. Oh, I don't know if we killed the Remnant, but it is at least gone. I remember the first time I played it, I was fairly disappointed with the end. With the end here, it's to me the story feels kind of unpolished. I always thought that the entire goal was for us to break this link to the Remnant, and honestly, if you'll excuse my language, get the hell out of Dodge. But for some reason, that's just not in the game. I mean, we are now stuck in the zone still, with no real option in the game to leave. They might have added it. I don't know if we're gonna get access to the game here when we are done, or maybe if the credits are too long, we'll see it next time. But I think it would have been great if there was an option for when you want to leave, go here, you know, so we could actually leave the zone for good when we were done driving around. Another thing I would have loved to see was to actually meet the characters that we're introduced to throughout the game, because for me, they're just voices on a radio. It was very difficult for me, at least, to form a connection, to feel anything for them. I mean, it was kind of easy to hear that Francis and Tobias, they cared for each other, and it was easy to hear that Francis was obviously, with good reason, hurting once Tobias sacrificed himself. But we don't know them really. We've never met them. So for me, it was like, well, not that I didn't care, but it was very difficult to find that emotional link to Tobias and him sacrificing himself for us. I guess he didn't. He sacrificed himself for the research, which just happened to benefit us. But granted that both Oppie and Francis and Tobias are clearly operating from somewhere in the zone, and we have a stable in the garage. I mean, obviously there are other stable pockets out there where they are operating out from. I think it would have been great to actually meet them as well. And I think I've talked about it before, at least in the comments, that I love everything about the game otherwise. I love, that you can upgrade your car. I love you can tinker with it. You can have different parts. You can have different kinds of builds. All the different anomalies. But I would love if there was more, what's it called? Variation in what you loot, what areas you can find out in the world. I mean, when you've been to a laboratory, or a house, a couple of houses, you've pretty much visited them all. You don't really look around for anything like super unique or special. You're just there to loot the shiny objects, and then you're out. I was super excited when we found the bunk room. I don't remember which episode, but we found a sort of bunk room / medical / research thing in a tunnel at some point. I've never found it before, so it was super exciting for me to finally find something new. I think it would have been great if there were more of these small things hidden around the maps to sort of encourage you to also go a little bit off bounds, Go off-roading, go search for stuff. Maybe there is. Maybe I just never really went off-roading. But granted that more or less everything that's worth grabbing is marked on the map. It's doubtful for me that there's anything else. But that, I think, would have benefited the game greatly. But I realized that it's not necessarily the main objective of the game here. And then I think it would have been great if, as I said, the story was really it felt kind of rushed. So I think it would have been great if there had been a little bit more detail, more small runs maybe here and there, instead of just always going as far away as possible. But as we can see, it would have been nice. We can see here, I don't know if these are meant to be exits and entrances. It would be nice if, like, maybe if we wanted to exit, then let's go to G8. We can find our way to an exit, and then, maybe there's an achievement for it, or whatever, something symbolic to say, we left the zone, we are done. Our life was put on the line enough for this stupid package we needed to deliver. We've done our part. I think we are going to put a cut in here. I can't really promise when we'll be back. It kind of depends on time, because I was banking on recording several episodes right now, and this is the first episode I record, so I would need to do stuff before we can record the next one. It would make sense if it was done this week, because I think this is coming out on a Tuesday. I'm not sure. So it would have been great if we could do the AMP engine run right now. Let's just see if we can actually. Let's scroll down to the engines. It'll be red if we can't do it. Yeah, we still need a bit of swamp coral. So I will have to do at least one more. I'll do a run offline. So tomorrow we'll maybe be back with something else, and then we'll come back maybe next week with this, or you know, I'll figure it out. It doesn't really matter. I'll figure it out. It would be nice to finish this in 1 week and then start up something new next week. For now though, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.